So I cruised on Margaritaville at Sea's Islander a few weeks ago, and it was awesome, except for one thing. But that one thing is no more. Welcome to the channel that's all about getting you on cruise ships for a heck of a lot cheaper using casino comps. My videos show you how to get your offers, how to loyalty match, and how to spend less in the casino but still get great comps. So yeah, a few weeks ago, I got to go on Margaritaville at Sea Islander. That was a free offer. I used my casino status and offers from Royal Caribbean, and they offered me a breezy balcony stateroom. And I have to say, all of what I thought about Margaritaville at Sea was completely wrong. The ship was absolutely gorgeous. The food was great. My room was fantastic. The staff was really good too. Overall, it was an incredible experience. I had so much fun and I was thoroughly impressed. I have a video all about it, which I'll link in the description if you want to check it out. However, there was one thing about my experience that I was definitely not wowed about, and it actually made me doubt whether I would cruise on Islander again. And that was the casino experience. It was bizarre. Like, you had to cycle, like, we thought maybe $250 through the machine to get a single point, and you didn't know what those points got. You know, we got free drinks one day. We didn't really know why, but we already had the drink package, so it didn't matter. We also couldn't figure out how many points you needed to get to earn another comped cruise. It was all very mysterious, and nobody in the casino could really tell us much. So for that reason, I didn't really play a whole lot. I played a lot less than I normally do because I didn't really have anything to aim for. So I just enjoyed the ship. I played in the casino a little bit. I had a thoroughly great time. But I was wondering, if I can't figure out how to get more comps, am I actually going to cruise on Margaritaville at Sea again? However, I had heard from some cool subscribers that they were looking to revamp their entire casino loyalty program and that they hired a brand new guy to come in and do that. So I held out a little bit of hope that it was going to be great. And then lo and behold, I get this in my email inbox. It's the announcement of the brand new casino loyalty program. And not only were they saying that they had a better casino loyalty program, they're saying in this email that it was going to be leading in class. It was going to be the best out of all the other cruise lines. And they made some pretty bold claims in the email, although they were slightly vague. But it was enough to get me super excited. So I reached out to Margaritaville at Sea, the casino department, and I asked if they had any further documentation that they could share with me on exactly how this casino program was going to shake down. I talked to Dean. He's a great casino host. I hope you get him too if you email, because he's a great guy, super helpful. And he provided me with a bunch of documentation, including a press release. So the press release is standard fare. It's kind of written like a PR release would be written. And again, they're just pumping up the tires of this program, saying not only is it going to be as good as the other cruise lines, it's going to be better. Great stuff like qualifying faster than ever, some really unique and cool ways to qualify, some really great perks, just an overall better program. And then I opened up this one, which was kind of cool. They were doing a comparison amongst the other big cruise lines and their loyalty programs, and they brought the receipts. Getting to silver only takes 1,000 points, and that will get you a comped cruise, free drinks, and some other great perks as well. Now, although they don't tell you how many dollars you need to cycle through a slot machine to earn a point, I have heard rumors that it is $5 a point, just like Royal Caribbean. So at 1,000 points, you're actually getting a comped cruise a lot quicker than you would with Royal Caribbean. And there's actually an added perk and interesting twist that I'll share a little bit later here. So when they're doing this comparison, largest cruise line at sea, of course, that would be Carnival. And yes, they don't really have a solid definition of how their tiers work. They don't really have tiers in that sense. The second largest cruise line at sea, that would be Royal Caribbean, 2,500 points to Prime. And that's where you unlock free drinks for an entire year and then another comped cruise. I'm not really sure about third and cruise line from an airline, although I did find that to be quite funny. Now we're gonna get into a bit more of the nitty-gritty of what you get and some of the interesting twists to this new program. They're calling it the Players Club, that's cool. And instead of a high roller, you'd be a tide roller. So check out these benefits. The thing that's really cool about this is that you can earn status in a single day. And you can do that by earning a certain amount of points, as you can see here. To get to silver, if you earn 400 points in a day, you'll get silver. That's free drinks around the ship and a comped cruise. That is amazing. That's huge. They're going aggressively after gamblers here. For gold, it's 3,000 points. And for platinum, it's 6,000 points in a day. So you can see even at the yearly accumulations of 1,000, 7,500, and 15,000, you have to earn a lot less points in order to get these elevated levels. And with the elevated levels become better comps, free Wi-Fi, free drinks around the ship, spa credits, and a whole bunch of other really amazing stuff. Even at the silver level, you're getting a free bingo session, which is way more than Royal Caribbean would ever offer. So if you can hop on a ship and just grind away one day and get 400 points, you're gonna get free drinks for that entire cruise. You're gonna get another cruise. You're gonna get a bingo session and a bunch of other cool stuff as well. This is industry leading and it's very, very exciting. Something else that's super exciting is that I asked Dean about my play level on my last cruise a few weeks ago. And he said, well, you didn't really earn enough for a free cruise, but I'm gonna go ahead and offer you another balcony room to check out the new casino loyalty program. How amazing is that? That was so generous and unexpected, and I am so excited. I'm getting back on Margaritaville at Sea Islander at the end of June, and of course, I'm gonna share with you the entire experience. How's the new program working? Is it actually $5 a point? How do the free drinks work? And will I earn the next level silver in one day? It's all coming up at the end of June. I am so excited to get back on this fabulous ship and share all my experiences with you. I'm also super excited to get back on Freedom of the Seas next week. Just 1 week from today, I will be boarding that beautiful ship that started it all for me. Back at the end of COVID, I decided to do a solo cruise on Freedom because I had to get out of the house. And that's where I started getting comps, marketing comps. Slowly but surely, I started to figure out how they work. I leveraged them onto other cruise lines. And to this day, since that happened 5 years ago, I have been on nearly 30 comped cruises with more to come. So the Freedom of the Seas is going to be an exciting time, and it's a great ship for me to start 0 to Prime for 2026. I have 0 tier credits now to work towards my goal of hitting Prime again for 2026. And let's see how many I can get on Freedom, what games I play, what is new, and how I do in the casino. I hope you'll join me for that. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Throw a like to this video if you found it informational. And of course, hit the notification bell if you want to know when the next video comes out. As always, thank you so much for watching.